Guess who was reached out by Tourbox to do a review, baby? It's me! If you guys already know, Tourbox is a company that creates these controllers specifically designed for painters, photographers, editors, or just content creators of any kind, as long as you use digital media. In the package, it comes with a quick start guide, the safety manual, and under this is the 2 pouches. In the first big pouch, it is the Tourbox. When I first saw this, I thought it was a gaming controller, but it is not. It is actually a shortcut gear, and the Tourbox has a nice hefty weight to it, as well as having this rubber matte finish. There's all of these buttons and little rolly things on it, and I'll be talking more about that later. In the second pouch is the cord, which is what you'll be using to hook up to your laptop or your PC, and I am struggling to get it out. And when I do get it out, look at it! It's a little present just for you, all wrapped up nicely. As I push these things aside, here's a close-up of the Tourbox. All of these buttons here can be used to replace all the keyboard shortcuts you already have, and the way you use this is that you have to plug it into your laptop or your PC, go onto the website, and download the driver. After downloading the driver, you can come here, which is where you'll be setting up all the keyboard shortcuts combinations to whatever you want. This device works with a variety of programs, like Clip Studio Paint, Photoshop, Premiere, Lightroom, and if you're someone who doesn't want to make their own customizable keyboard shortcuts, you can just go on the website. There's already a bunch of presets made there, and you can download them and use them to however your liking is. And on to the Speedpaint. This is where I took the Tourbox to test, where I already made all of my keyboard shortcuts, which were undo redo, zoom in zoom out, and changing up brush sizing. I'm not the most tech-savvy person, and I don't really need too much shortcuts when I draw since I'm used to just pressing onto the things itself, but it was really cool to use. I basically just drew the 2 characters from Squidgame, and they are absolutely my beloved because I love these 2 characters so much. And the overall review for Tourbox, I'd say, is that it's definitely a really cool device to use, and it does help with easing your workflow a lot, I'd say. With all of the different buttons and the functions that you can set them into, the Tourbox is completely customizable to be your own. Overall, I am speaking from someone who has never used a device like this before, and in my opinion, it is a really cool gadget for almost anyone. It helps lessen the amount of space you'll probably need when you're doing digital art, and from a digital artist perspective, I don't have much to say for someone who will probably be using this for editing, but I do know that it'll definitely help a lot with any shortcuts you'll need if you're planning to cut clips or add things in, or you need to move one frame to another, and I think that this device can really help aid anyone in that stuff. If you're someone who is suffering from wrist pain and constantly having to move your arm around your keyboard in order to do any shortcuts, then I definitely recommend this device for you. It's just one little gadget. You just put your hand on there and go on ahead and press whatever buttons or knobs you need to. Even with these benefits, the device is still on the pricey side. With it being $169, it could be over budget for many people. If you're someone who can't afford this and you've been looking for a device that ticks all of these categories, then yes, I definitely do recommend it for you. However, if you are just a beginner artist or you're just starting out on digital art or editing, you won't really need this device until probably later on if you're planning to take whatever you do a bit more seriously and you want to have more space while you work and have an easier flow with whatever you do. I also have a $10 off coupon that is going to be in my description below to help anyone that do want this device. So feel free to click that and get $10 off. Other than that, enjoy the Speedpaint.